you gonna... Yo, hola, what's up everybody? Today I am on the way, I'm almost there, so forgive me, there's an old road that I have to go through. We're running line sets. I finally got approved for this walk-in box that has the most awkward area. I probably showed you the entrance that I have to deal with. So I got to climb up in there, climb through some beams. I'll try and strap a camera to me to show you all that. And then there is once you get on top of the box, you have so much room, or so many feet, right? And then there's another metal roof or ceiling, whichever way you want to look at it, with a tiny hole like this that feeds the two copper lines. And then from that little metal ceiling, then there's another gap, another drop area to the roof. So there's the roof, there's a metal ceiling a few feet down under, and then there's the top of the walk-in box, which is the indoor ceiling. That's another level. So we got a few levels to get through. We got to run some line set because, of course, and a lot of these I find rubbing out. They're not insulated, so we got to insulate it. And it's ran up and sideways, so it ends up laying on that metal. So there are a few that do this, or I've seen it before, and it rubs out on the metal, or the pipes rub out, because they're not strapped or anything. So I'm gonna try and get all that replaced. That is where the leak is. We've had to top it off a couple times. They didn't want to get the copper lines changed out until finally it's got approved because they had inspections. So we're gonna get up in there. I'm gonna use the mini torches and the mini nitrogen kit from Ambro Controls to help me get in there in those tight spots. I'll take it on the roof too to do the brazing up there because we're gonna have to get it all the way through, right? And it helps in these situations. Since we have an EEV and transducers, I want to make sure that we purge, with nitrogen. Also, forgot to mention, I have the Hvacr battery-powered bender. I haven't done a video on it or anything like that, but today's a real test for it because I'm gonna take it in that drop ceiling and then try and bend out, so it's not laying. Bend it up, bend it over, and then up. We'll see how it works. All right, so it's not that bad. All we're gonna do is pump it down since we're replacing the line set. This is fine, it's from the roof down. So let me get this closed. So I gotta read my temperatures. Once it shuts off, it should be like under 10 PSI. No. All right, so we're replacing all of this here. Oh man. Beam, cinder block. I have that little space to squeeze through every time. All right, I'm gonna cut it high just in case, but I don't replace as much of this as I can. It's all pitted. old pipe we got a crack. I'm just gonna solder it all the way down. I'll repair that. Alright, this is the crap that we're working with. It was working before, so good thing is I can change out these batteries from one another. Alright, turn that on. I need a better, I need more of a bend here. We're good. There we go. And that is 3/4 because they ran 3/4 to 5/8 for some reason, this little piece here. So I think they, yeah, there was, what do you call it, a reducer, but it was further in. They yanked it out. All this is pitted, so I'm going to cut it back over here. We're going to put that in here. If I need to pinch it, we'll pinch it. And just, you know, like I said, it was working before. I'm not trying to do too much. And then we'll run, or we'll bend this to loop over. I don't know if I'll need the bender for that. Not only are the machines butter, but their tubing cutter is pretty nice too. This one right here. I just used the 5/8 to kind of shape this back to where it should be, to where it takes the 5/8. This is 3/4, this is 5/8. I've always used expanders. You can use a hydraulic one too, just to circle back out if it got crimped in with the cutter, or if it got damaged. Like I've done it to TXVs where the inlet or whatever is dented from packaging or shipping. All right, Ambroom controls for the win. All right, now I can take all this down and bring the vacuum pump up. So Hvacr, made that very simple. Just need a few tools. That goes in that bag. Yeah, we can vacuum now. All right, again with the Hvacr, I've been strictly using battery powered pumps now. So we got the Hvacr, I got the adapter for that, but that's the OG Hvacr. The new ones don't let you do that unless you want to shave down the blockers. That is a Milwaukee to Hvacr adapter there, or Makita is how that works. It's a Makita battery that it usually takes. So we're just gonna go through the manifold because I'm just doing the line set. It's a very short line set, and shouldn't be an issue pulling that. Shout out HVAC crew. Shouldn't take long. I'm gonna go take a break while it's already at 1,000. While this does its thing. Nope, idiot, didn't open the valves. Okay, now it's going. All right, so I'm gonna go take a break, and then I gotta finish insulating the lines like in the attic space. Also, I'll do a video soon, but shout out to Huxley. These are the pants, really loving them. A lot of pockets. These in particular, they have like 3 levels. They have a rope basic that has no pockets, or just like jeans. They have the next one up, which has these side pockets on the side with multiple zipper pouches. And the next one, the pros, have these little built-in pouches for the knee pads. I cut up some Klein ones that I really like. They're gel, and they've been working really great. So I have knee pads, but the other ones are also very durable and stretchy. So I know right now they're moving and their site is a little low on stock, but I'm gonna stock up myself on these. And I got a discount code if you guys are interested. Always check out my website. That's where I have all the up-to-date stuff on tools I recommend and stuff that I wear. Didn't get to show before and after, but just we were able to feed it down. This is from the roof. Made a little connection, made sure it's sealed. Kind of screwed up the side, but I put another piece, zip tied everything, zip tied the liquid line, and added as much protection as I could. Can't bend it too much either because it's offset. It goes that way, which sucks. So. Phil Peace, count your days. So I wanted to let my phone charge because it had been like overheating. It was low on battery and stuff like that. I've been using it. So I wanted to let it charge right in the car while I went to go check and get my stuff. Probes, I've been telling them, put a screen on the probes. I could have just walked in, seen my temperature on my psychrometer, maybe checked the pressure on the pressure probe and walked in and out. No, I had to come back and get my tablet, right? So I could see my readings. So I don't know if you guys noticed on the fill piece bag, I did buy another kit because I do have the pressure probes and clamp set, because I cheaped out the first time. I regretted that because now everything is so expensive. They've gone up so much in price that it's actually cheaper to get the whole air kit, the one with the psychrometers and everything, versus me trying to buy them separately. Before, it made more sense. Now they're just way too expensive. So I got another kit, and these are going to stay in the bag. And then when I need to do startups and stuff like that, I have this. This is an iPad mini, fits perfectly in the bag pouch that they have in the back. So that's a mini. I downsized from the Pro for other reasons, because I use this for work when we do maintenance, because I got to do checklists and stuff like that. And then for notes for my podcast, a little bit of editing here and there, photo editing. The Pro was too big for me, so I went down to the mini. This also fits like 7 and 8 inch tablets if you guys just want to get this kit and invest in a $100, $150 cheap Android tablet. So it's really cool that they add that little pouch in the back. This bag is actually really great. I just didn't use it the first time, but now I do. Told them so many times years ago that they need to put a screen on the probes, and now everybody else is doing it. You got JB, you got Hvacr doing it, and it makes a big difference because I had to come back to the car twice. I forgot my phone twice, and I couldn't check temperature or anything like that. So letting it run, letting it drop down in temp, got everything cleaned up. It was a weird call, crazy little space that we had to deal with, pain in the ass to deal with, all that, but it was fun, challenging. We ran our new line sets. There's going to be a small portion that is still the pitted part, which is basically just the elbow coming up, just because I didn't want to go back inside and braze in the box. So I was like, just make this little quick connection. This is not where it was leaking. It was actually leaking on top there. We finally found where it rubbed out, and now we got new insulation. I sealed as much as I could and made sure nothing was metal to copper, right? So, and then the copper itself is not touching, the two lines are not touching each other, all that. Hopefully that's it. This took a while to get approved, and we had to do it and do it the right way. All right, so we got out of there. The box came to temp pretty easily. It had already leaked out enough where the expansion valve was starting to ice up, but we didn't have to put too much back into it once we got everything opened up, and after we vacuumed and got the system open and added our charge. And man, I think about my work before the content, right? Like I record, or I try to record what I can, but I'm not thinking about like the shot or anything like that. So afterwards I was like, man, I should have set up a camera, because I was looking at the footage right now, and it doesn't do it justice, because I had to climb up on that cinder block wall to get in there, and there's a beam right above me, so I literally had like this much room. So I had to lay on my stomach on that cinder block wall, and then kind of turn myself sideways so I can get my feet over, and then kind of roll over or just crawl onto the walk-in box, right? So I was like, man, I went up and down like 3 times, so I should have put a camera there so I could have shown myself going through that. It was quite the struggle. But yeah, I was like, man, I don't think about those things. I'll be better about that going forward. I need to get more cameras or an updated one, because the one I had for today was very, very nice because it's a magnetic one. But in the future, I need to get like the updated version, because that one, it's very basic. It only has like 32 gigs, a little bit less because the memory, the operating software that it has, takes up so much space. But I'll work on that, getting the shots like that so you can see like the actual struggle of, the real life HVAC stuff. And then my dad asked me about pressing, but I was already doing all the brazing anyways, because I had to do, at the very top, we had to do that. I didn't need a reducer, so we just went straight into it. but at some point, and we didn't take this into account, it was 3/4 to 5/8. So it is what it is. A lot of times we're polishing a turd. That's the way the previous person put it in. It was working before. We didn't take that into account. We just had to, at this point, replace the line set that was already, pitted out and rubbed out because we knew it was in that section that we couldn't get to. So we just ran a whole bunch of line set in that section there. And that was another cool shot that I could have gotten, because at one point, I had the rolls of copper. It was soft copper. So I was like, okay, we're going to feed it from the bottom to the top. And that's why I taped it up to get it up there. And I had a couple of guys on the roof trying to get that opening a little bit more open and pull out the line set. And it's a roll, right? So I couldn't feed a lot of it at the same time. So as they pulled, I had to, basically I was sitting down with the roll and I had to like lay down and lay back to unroll it a little bit. And then as they pulled up, I went forward, and then I went back to unroll some more. And then I was just basically doing sit-ups there in the attic space to get that unrolled as they pulled it up, so we could have gotten it, because it was, if I didn't mention it before, it was straight up and then off to the side and then through the roof. So it wasn't as easy as it seemed, or I already knew going into it we had to deal with that. So just another funny shot that I could have gotten. So next time I'll get another camera. We can set up a camera in there and show that kind of stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got something out of it. This is the kind of stuff that we deal with, and not the easiest, but we got it done. Always do these things the best to your ability. You don't always have the time, the materials. It is what it is. Prepare the best that you can, and then do what you can with what you got. I like to buy the tools that I figure out that I need. I got a bender, I got an expander. It's all battery powered. The vacuum pump too. It's all from Hvacr. It just makes my life easier. But you don't need all those fancy tools. Just do what you can with what you got, and make sure you do it the right way, or the best that you can. And yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys.